YouTube? It's your boy Tommy, aka Good Life Forever. I'm back with another video. In this video, I'll be showing y'all how to do a $100 fresh haircut. You know what I'm saying? And as y'all see, I'm spinning the client around, showing y'all a little before picture with a little after effect. The next thing I'm gonna do, I'll make sure I'm gonna comb the hair down. I'm gonna make sure that I look at his scalp. You know what I'm saying? After I look at his scalp, that's the purpose of combing, is to comb the hair up off the scalp and make sure you look at the scalp and make sure there's no imperfections, make sure there's no fungus growing in the scalp or anything like that. After I go into that, I'm gonna go ahead and put a one guard on my Gamma Absolute Alpha clippers. Them clippers are so dope, y'all. They are so dope. All right, but one thing about these clippers is they're a little bit advanced. All right, they come with a surgical blade on them, and man, when I tell you they are unforgiving, they are unforgiving. So I make sure I go through his hair, and I make sure I took my time, you know what I'm saying, in his hair. As y'all see, he has a lot of gray, so I gotta make sure I take my time in his hair, make sure I watch which pattern that he's going as I'm cutting his hair with the grain. I went ahead and sped it up for y'all a little bit. This video is kind of long, and we gonna, after I get done with cutting his hair down to the appropriate length, I'm gonna get on to the next step. I'm telling y'all, man, I enjoyed my time. I know I've been gone for a while. I know I ain't been doing this for a minute, but I am back. I went ahead and got my barber license, finished barber school. I got that goal out the way, and I'm back doing what I love to do. All right. Next step I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my Gamma Absolute hitters. I'm gonna go ahead and start and go and make sure I hit my ball line with my Gamma Absolute hitters. All right. Make sure whatever you take the line, put the line in with, that's what you have to take the line out with. Okay. So as you see, I'm going against the grain to get it as close as I can, and I'm gonna follow it up with my Babyless shavers, my dual foil shavers. I make sure I go up in here and I clean up that area. Make sure that area is nice and clean. Your first guidelines what sets the standard for the whole fade. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go with my clipper all the way open. I'm gonna go about 1/4 of an inch, not all the way high. He doesn't like his fade too high. I'm gonna go in with the 1/4 of an inch, and then I'm gonna start working my way, working my levers down and knocking that bottom bald line out. Okay, my Alpha clippers, there's 0 gap, so it don't take much for me to knock that bottom line out, and plus the blade is already a surgical blade. All right, I'm telling y'all, man, this has been a very busy year for me. It's hard maintaining all this stuff, but where the going gets tough and the tough keeps going, that's what we gonna do, man. We're gonna keep grinding it out. We're gonna make sure our clients stay safe at all times. As y'all see, my client has a mask on. All right, the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my one guard closed, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna flick out and make my next panel and start working out, blowing that panel out, you know what I'm saying, and start working on this fade. Okay, reason why I start with a one guard closed, so I can skip the one guard open. All right, the one guard open is a good place to start your fade at, but I like to start mine with a one guard closed because all I gotta do is come back with my 0 guard closed and knock that line out and work my levers and blending out that taper out. As y'all see that the taper is already pretty much in there, I'm gonna go in with my 2 guard open, my 2 guard closed. I'm gonna go ahead and go a little bit higher and knock out a lot of that bulk sitting on top of that gray hair. And all I'm really doing is, I know it's sped up a little bit, but all I'm really doing is I'm using the heel of my blade and I'm flicking out that hair with the C motion. All right, make sure you do not dig in the hair. You will start another line of demarcation once you dig in that hair. So all I'm doing is I'm using the heel of the blade, I'm going into the hair with the heel of my blade, and I'm flicking out, all right, to blow a lot of that hair out that's sitting up there standing up. Then I'm gonna drop down to my 1.5 guard open, and I'm gonna go a little bit lower where I put that 2 guard at, and I'm gonna go ahead and blend that right on in. All right, once I do that, I'm gonna proceed into just cleaning the fade up, doing a little bit of detail work. I know a lot of I'm the type of barber that I don't like to come back to something. So I make sure I take my time on each side of the fade, make sure I got it the way that I want it to be before I move on to the next step. All right. A lot of barbers, y'all, they will get the fade in one side, jump to the other side, jump to the back, and then jump back to the side. I just feel like that's extra time. If I use that time in the beginning, then the finishing product, I don't have to go back and touch it. So I always put my fade in, and I always make sure I do my detail work while I stay on both sides. All right. Also, one thing I want y'all to remember is, all right, in this client, his hair grows differently on each side. Okay, so on this particular side, his hair grows in many different directions. So as y'all see, I'm constantly hitting it. It's a lot of, you know, line. It's still a line of demarcation, a little spot in there that I'm trying to work out. So basically what I'm doing is I'm going in between my 0 guard, 1 guard, and no guard to make sure I get that blade as you know what I'm saying, it blended as the best as I possibly can. Okay, there is, as y'all see, that little black spot that y'all saw in the upper corner is starting to come out. All right, all y'all got to do is remember, stay consistent, keep your steps, and always make sure that you don't give up on the fade even though it's giving you a hard time. I've been cutting this client's hair for about 1.5 years, and this side still gives me a hard time because of the way it grows. All right, it's very important that you cut the hair that the way that the hair is giving it to you. You know what I'm saying? It's just like anything in life. You know what I'm saying? If you play sports, you make sure, you know, if you play football, you take what the defense is giving you. The hair is the defense, I'm the offense. All right, so right now I'm just basically just taking what the defense is giving me, all right, and I'm adjusting to where I get the results that I want, y'all. That's too easy. You know what I'm saying? I hope that analogy worked for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm new to this voiceover stuff. We're gonna go ahead into the next section. Next thing I'm gonna do, same steps. I'm gonna use my Gamma Absolute hitters. As y'all see, they are some hitters. All right, and I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna take his fade midway because he likes the back of his taper high. So I'm gonna take his first ball line midway, and I'm gonna go ahead and blow this panel out, blow this taper out, and I'm gonna start working my way up. All right, y'all see me keep going over it and over it again. I'm making sure it's clean as possible so I don't have to come back with this step and do this step all over again. All right. Barbering is all about a system, y'all. It's all about a system. You keep the same system every time you do something, it's going to always come out with the same results. All right, the next thing I'm going to do, of course, I'm going to take my clipper. I'm going to open it all the way. I'm going to go ahead and set my second guideline, and I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put the clipper halfway. I'm going to work between the line of demarcation, and the next line of demarcation, which is in between where y'all see the dart and where y'all see no hair at all. I'm gonna go ahead and blow that out. I'm gonna close the clipper all the way, as y'all see, using my corners of my blade. I'm gonna close the clipper all the way, and I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna finish knocking out that point of the fade, and then I'm gonna come back with my 1 guard closed again, and I'm gonna go ahead and work on my next guideline. All right, y'all, the next step I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my 2 guard and I'm gonna close it all the way. And I'm gonna go in into where you see all that chunk, that bulk, that hair that's not supposed to be there. I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna go ahead and knock that panel out to make it a smooth transition between the dark area and the light area. That's basically what all of a fade is an illusion that you're going from no hair to thick hair. Okay, that's basically what a fade is. All right, where you have the ability to use clippers, clipper over comb, or whatever tool that you need to use to make that fade look like it's you know what I'm saying, just flowing like an ocean, just flowing like a river. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically what I'm doing in this area. Excuse the camera angle, man. Believe it or not, man, this camera angle stuff is very hard. All right. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go with my 1 guard, and I'm just basically playing with the levers, getting in between that 2 and that 1.5, and I'm basically knocking out that line where you see his do-rag line is at. Okay, so basically I'm just playing with my levers, knocking out, doing some detail work, getting that fade up because he does like his fade high. Okay, now he's been going to go see another barber because I was in and out the shop during this COVID-19 stuff, shops closing down and all this kind of stuff. So he's been going to another barber, And basically there was a lot of touch-up work I had to do that his barber failed to touch up. So that's why y'all see me hitting these parts over and over again. That shows you just how consistent I am. If you're not happy with a product, keep hitting it. You know what I'm saying? Your clutch game got to be strong. You got to be clutching this game. All right. Everything is not going to come out the way you want it to come out the first time. All right. But if you know how to adjust, if you know how to get that clutch game up, and you know how to adjust, I'm telling you, this is going to be, you're going to be a dope barber. All right. Trust me. You're going to be a dope barber if you know how to adjust. You know what I'm saying? This game is all about adjusting, working your steps, being consistent with your steps, and trust and believe that the steps that you're applying is going to give you a dope haircut. All right. So as y'all see it, I keep hitting this spot. Now I'm at that 1.5. I got that 1.5 open, and basically all I'm doing is I'm just using the heel of my blade and the corner of my blade, and I'm just hitting them dark spots and knocking all them dark spots out. All right, y'all, I ain't gonna say too much about this side, but as y'all see how his right side is his strong side. Okay, this side goes one direction. It's easy. I already know what to do. Now all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna apply the same steps that I taught y'all on the other side. All right, that's all I'm gonna do is just apply the same steps. All right, clipper open, one guard closed, 1.5 and a 2 to blow that top panel out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna blend it all the way together. We're gonna get this fade right. All right, so sit back and relax. I ain't gonna say too much on this panel because it's basically the same steps. I don't want to insult nobody's intelligence. All right, y'all, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close the clipper all the way and I'm gonna do a freehand trim over his hair. Okay, the reason why I'm doing a freehand trim is to get his hair to lay down as much as possible. So all those spider legs and all those hairs that the guard didn't catch, I'm going ahead and knock that out. All right, the next thing I'm gonna do is I apply shaving cream to the client's face. I'm about to apply a hot towel. Okay, a lot of barbers don't use this concept. I don't know why. All right, expand your product, expand your services. Okay, the purpose of the shaving cream, the reason why I put it on this hairline, one, the purpose of the shaving cream on the skin, it cleanses the skin, and whatever hair that's sitting on the skin, the shaving cream lifts the hair up off the skin. Okay, so basically what I'm doing is I applied it to the hot hairline to dry the skin to give it that chalky look. All right, that hot towel is amazing. Clients love it. They pay for it. They can't get enough of it. Do not be afraid. I say again, do not be afraid to expand your services and put more money in your pocket. After I apply the hot towel, I'm gonna take my Babyliss massagers and I'm gonna go ahead and give this client a nice good massage on his face, okay, to stimulate the nerves on his face to make him feel very good. Okay, they be knocked out when I put these massages on them, y'all. Hey, invest in your craft, invest in what you do. Don't worry about what the haters say. Get this money. You know what I'm saying? Get that money. They are willing to pay for good services. All right. So that's all I'm doing right now is just massaging his face. All right. Giving him that good experience. You know what I'm saying? Barbering is more than just a haircut. Barbering is a lifestyle. Barbering is something that you have to love to do. And if you show pride into giving your clients an absolute service instead of giving them a haircut and selling for these $15 cuts, hey, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm trying to get most out of these clients like I possibly can. All right, you give them a good service, they do not mind paying for it. Okay, as you see, I'm taking the towel. I make sure I'm going in an upward motion. Remember, the muscles of the face, you always want to go in an upward motion. When you're doing facials, applying hot towels, removing any type of liquid on there, you want to go in an upward motion. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start lining up his nape line on the back of his nape. As y'all see, these hitters are hitting. Okay, a lot of people are sleeping on these Gamma Absolute hitters. They are some hitters. They didn't come zero gapped out the box. I had to play with them a little bit. All right, but one thing I can say about these, they came out the box already sharp. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to sharpen them. They came straight out the box just like this. You see that line on there? Oh my goodness. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. You know what I'm saying? All I'm doing is barely tapping. But one thing about these clippers is these trimmers, they are very, very sharp. The Absolute Alphas, the Alpha clippers, the blade is already sharp, so you cannot dig in nobody's hair. All right, next thing I know, I'm gonna start on the lineup. Make sure you start on the sidebars first, okay? If you start on the sidebars first, it's gonna tell you where to take your hairline at when you're doing the top hit part of his hairline. All right, so all I did was I started at the center, and basically I took it all the way over to make that 90-degree angle in the corner, and I'm working that corner to make sure them corners is very sharp. Okay, you don't have to make a perfect hairline. As you see, I didn't do no pushbacks. All right, I'm basically doing what the defense is giving me. All right, I'm taking what the defense is giving me. The defense is his hairline. Okay, so I'm not gonna go against the grain and take too much of his hairline out to get him a perfect straight hairline. Okay, that right side is his dominant side, so I make sure I hit the left side first because his left side is weaker. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start back on his non-dominant side, and I'm gonna work that trimmer all the way back over to his dominant side to make that hairline straight, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Remember, you cannot put a straight line on a circle. Okay, this is all about symmetry. That's what it's all about. You can be symmetrical on a circle, but you cannot put a straight hairline on a circle. Okay, so there's no such thing as a straight hairline in a haircut. You bring me somebody that can put a straight line on a circle, and I will pay them $1,000. All right, so it's all about symmetry. Okay, so as y'all see, I brought it over to the other side. I came straight down. I'm working on that corner. I'm using the tip of that trimmer into that corner so I don't go so far in and push his sidebars back. And that's basically how you do a lineup. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and use my color enhancement card. A lot of y'all that watch Get Beam videos, you know what I'm saying, they use that color enhancement card. This color enhancement card is the dopest in the industry. Okay, I get a good clean sprays out of my compressor. All right, I'm applying a little bit of enhancement in his hairline because he likes to cover out a lot of that gray that sits in his hairline. All right, so I'm applying my enhancement onto his hairline, and the color card is called Sean Cuts Hair color card. All right, so go on IG, go to Sean Cuts Hair, and that's where you can order this color card from. All right, now I'm putting some enhancements on his nape line. As y'all see, I didn't go too deep, and instead of me spraying my product all over the air and all over the floor so you slip and fall, I'm just going to apply it in his hair. Okay, give him some more of that salt and pepper look. All right, next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back with the Sean Cuts Hair color enhancement card. I'm gonna come back with some fibers. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna darken it up a little bit more. He likes his front hairline dark, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give him that dark look on his hairline. As y'all see, enhancements is a good thing if you know how to use it correctly. Okay, it's all about client's preference. As you see, he's already excited. He already know that drip he's getting. He you know, I tell a lot of barbers all the time, your client can feel if you're cutting their hair right or not, especially clients that always getting a haircut. They can feel this, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to go into your bag and put up them shots and get that client what they looking for. Okay, after that, after I apply the enhancements, I'm gonna go back with my gold Babyliss trimmers. I'm gonna go back and hit that line. Reason why I'm following up with them gold Babyliss trimmers is because them gold Babyliss trimmers, they are a little bit, they hit that line a little bit tighter than the Gamma trimmers do. You know what I'm saying? I can get in that corner the way I want to because that blade on these babless trimmers gives you that, you know what I'm saying, that free throw shot, that clutch shot to get in that corner like you really want to hit what you're trying to get. All right. So basically all I'm doing is I'm hitting the line one more time after I put the enhancements in, to blend the enhancements with his hairline, and basically I'm just pushing the enhancements back into his hairline so it's not sitting on his skin. All right, y'all, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my Barber Magic pencil and I'm going to go ahead and trace his hairline to give it that pop out effect. All right, the reason why I'm using the silver or white or whatever you want to call it, that chalky look, because he has dark skin and it's going to pop off his skin better instead of using the brown pencil. All right, so make sure you know your pencils. Lighter skin individuals, you want to use the darker pencil. Darker skin individuals, I use a lighter pencil to give them that Instagram pop out look. All right, also going to put it on the back of his neckline to make that line up stand out and pop up. I'm gonna hit it with the clippers and I'm gonna go ahead and blend that white line out. All right, next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my Tune 45 triple cartridge razor, the maximum exposed blade. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use the razor line. All right, and it's really gonna blend that white chalk line out, and it's really gonna make that lineup sit the way it wants to sit, y'all. This haircut came out so nice. It came out so crispy. You know what I'm saying? I went from 0 to 100 on this haircut. I got in my bag. I started taking my shots. You know what I'm saying? I started scoring points, and I didn't stop once I started scoring the points. You know what I'm saying? I got in Black Mamba mode in this haircut, y'all. I got in Black Mamba mode in this haircut. If you ain't liked and hit that subscribe button on this video right now, I don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to say if you have not hit that like and hit that subscribe button, okay? Make sure y'all go on my page, hit that like button. Make sure you leave a comment. Tell me how you like it. If you don't like it, I want to hear from you too, and I want to know why you didn't like it. All right? So make sure y'all hit that like, hit that comment button. If you don't like it, hit the dislike button. I love it all, baby. Let's go. All right, this is 2020. We done had COVID-19. We still out here putting up shots. We still out here making this money. And if y'all don't have another profession besides your 9-to-5 job, you doing it all wrong. Let's get it. And as always, good life over everything. YouTube, look at this client, y'all. Look at his client. Watch the smile on his face. I don't care what another barber say about my haircut. This is the ultimate result. This is how your client should feel when he gets out of your chair. Remember, your haircuts are your story. All right? This is how your client should feel when he get out of his chair, y'all. All right? He should look in that mirror. He should hold it straight up in front of his face like he a G, give a smile, and say, hey, I'm going to pull every woman out here when I walk out of this chair. Look at that smile. All right. That's a $100 haircut. That's a happy client. All right. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 500 subscribers. Thank y'all for the 200 subscribers that took the time out to watch my videos and hit my button, hit that good old subscribe button. I need the rest of y'all to do the same, man. This got me so hyped. And YouTube, here is the cut. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I got more content on the way. I have another video I'm dropping tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And as always, good life over everything. This is your boy Tommy. And as always, I'm gone, and I will see y'all very soon. Peace.